High temperatures and power outages still plague the area. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. But we begin tonight with breaking news from police headquarters in Palmer Park. A Fort Washington family is torn apart after a toddler dies at the hands of an older sibling. Prince George's County Police are calling the death a homicide and are charging a 12-year-old boy with second-degree murder in the July 3rd incident. According to investigators, the boy and the victim, 2-year-old Anaya Batchelor, lived together at a home in the 1800 block of Taylor Avenue. Prince George's police spokeswoman Julie Parker says Batchelor was a foster child who lived with the family after a court-ordered placement.
On Tuesday, police were called to the home after the toddler's father called 911 to report the toddler was unresponsive. With the help of a 911 dispatcher, the father performed CPR, but the child was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead. An autopsy yesterday confirmed the child died of blunt force trauma. Through the course of the investigation, detectives learned a 12-year-old had beaten the child repeatedly. Detectives developed probable cause to charge the boy based on interviews conducted with the family.
The 12-year-old has been remanded to the Cheltenham Youth Facility because he is a minor. Police are not releasing his name. Officials say the boy is not being charged as an adult at this time. Well, as of 3 p.m. this afternoon, Pepco still had more than 400 residents without power in Prince George's. BGE's number is close to 1,900. CTV Sonia Srivastava is in New Carrollton, where crews are working to restore electricity to one home.
Well, we're here in the 6200 block of 86th Avenue here in New Carrollton, and take a look at this home here. The storm was so violent that all of the branches from this big tree that is essentially shadowing the house all came down, tangling the wires with it. Now, today is the 6th day, and this home does not have power. Now, the homeowner is not here. They left a few days ago because essentially, they couldn't live here. We're being told that this street in general did not lose any power the night of the storm. I mean, they had a little bit of flickering, but they really didn't lose any power that day, and this is the only home that lost power. We talked to some residents here, and they are extremely concerned about these trees that have branches sort of hovering over the homes, and they want them cut.
The wires are all, in the tree here, so hopefully after they clean up all this mess, they'll come back. They'll trim my tree.
Yeah, have you been asking them to trim this?
I did, but I haven't been very forceful about it because, where the gas meter is, the trunk is growing over it, so I really want them to take it down.
Now, Pepco tells me that they do plan to restore electricity to this home here in New Carrollton, at least by tonight, if not by tomorrow morning at the very latest. In New Carrollton, I'm Sonia Srivastava for CTV News.
And there will be no evening classes at Suitland High School tonight due to power issues. Meanwhile, Congressman Chris Van Hollen says his office will conduct an independent evaluation of Pepco once power is fully restored to all residents. Well, displaced residents in Riverdale are given the green light to go home following Friday night's storm. The severe weather caused the roof of the Park Tanglewood Apartments on Riverdale Road to collapse. Inspectors deemed the building unsafe, and more than 100 residents were forced to temporarily vacate. The Red Cross opened a sleep shelter at Northwestern High School in Hyattsville to provide overnight accommodations. A temporary roof now covers the building, which officials cleared Tuesday afternoon. Residents are allowed back in, and the Northwestern shelter has since been closed. Well, it is a scorcher outside once again today, and some residents are still without power, which also means no air conditioning. Some cooling centers around the county are still open for residents to take advantage of. The Laurel Armory on Montgomery Street offers cool water as well as air-conditioned rooms with a television and games. Laurel resident Michael Jackson stopped by the center to get some relief from the heat.
It's hot, yes. But see, that was like at 8:30 this morning, so it's probably real hot now.
You were walking over here?
Yes. I live right down the street, so it wasn't a big deal, to come. It didn't take me no more than like maybe 20 minutes.
So you decided to sit here and soak up some air conditioning before you walk out?
Before I go back out there, that's right. Yeah.
Drinking a nice cold Coke.
Yes, indeed, yes.
And you can find a full list of cooling centers near you at pgparks.com. Well, are you in need of a place to recharge? Well, look no further. The Duracell Battery Company has opened a power relief trailer in Laurel for residents who have been affected by the widespread power outage. The facility offers free batteries, computers, cell phone charging lockers, as well as free Wi-Fi. There's also a lounge for families to enjoy air conditioning and movies.
Offering a few services to the community. We're distributing batteries, D batteries, AA batteries, just to help power any devices in your home that you may have. Anything that needs AC power, you can plug in over here into our charging lockers. So that's your laptop, your cell phones. Charge them in here. They're safe, they're secure. We've got TVs in here that are playing the news. We also played family movies last night for a couple of the neighborhood kids came down to watch a movie. There are also laptops connected to Wi-Fi there as well, so you can get online, check your email, get on the Facebook and Twitter and talk to your family and communicate and let people know what you're doing.
And the power trailer is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and will stay in operation until Friday. It's located in the Lowe's parking lot. Well, Governor Martin O'Malley and House Speaker Michael Bush meet for about an hour on Tuesday to discuss expanded gambling in Maryland. But it appears the two continue to search for a consensus on the issue. O'Malley says he still has not made a final decision on whether or not to call a special session on July 9th, but will make the determination by Friday. The governor says he'll have to reach out beyond the House leadership team and discuss gambling with rank-and-file members. Changes would need to be approved by voters in November. There's an August 20th deadline to finalize ballot questions. Well, one state lawmaker plans to boycott the special session if it's called. Republican Delegate Glenn Glass of Harford County says taxpayers could pay up to $20,000 a day if Democrats convene the session.
According to the Constitution of Maryland, special sessions are only supposed to be happen during a crisis. And the expansion of gambling is not a crisis in the state of Maryland. There was a work group recently that they couldn't even agree on whether or not we should expand gambling or not. So it's just a waste of time, it's a waste of money. This is something that we should look into during the 2013 session.
And Republicans in the House are opposed to the special session, but so far only Delegate Glass has said he plans to boycott it. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.